Personal brand.
Personal brand.
Personal brand.
Personal brand.
Personal brand.
In today's video, we're going to talk about briefly what personal branding is and isn't, and then we are going to dive into the APPA Framework, which I just invented just for you. Hello everyone, I'm Chiara and this is Butcher's Hub, where we provide you with the right tools to succeed in life. For anyone who's been on YouTube for more than 5 minutes, they notice that the creators that engage people are the ones that have something to say, and they say it in a unique and engaging way. Their personal branding isn't just Futura and Blue, it's their personality, their values, their strategy. It's all that plus the visuals. And so do not open Canva, please. Listen to me today. Do not start with Canva. Stuck with me and you'll know how to personal brand for real. Now, I've thought about this a lot, how to make it easier for you, content creator, on how to personal brand. I have 3+ years of experience as a brand designer, plus I have a bachelor's and a master's, so I was able to create the APPA Framework. APPA is Korean for dad, and so the framework basically fathers your personal branding. And so before we dive in, I've made a completely free template for you today that you can find in the description down below, together with the APPA Toolkit. The APPA Toolkit basically is the extended version of the framework, where you can find extra guidance, examples, exercises, and so on to fully create your personal branding. You'll find it on Gumroad, where I sell it for 18 euros, which is so cheap of a price compared to the value that it will give you. Again, you can find both links in the description down below. And right now, let's start building your personal branding as a content creator starting today. The first thing that we need to do is analysis. That's figuring out who are you talking to, who do you want to talk to, what are their struggles or needs, and what solutions are you providing them with. Branding isn't just about you, it's about connecting with your audience, your people, and your community. If you don't know what your audience needs or is looking for, then you're speaking to a wall. And so the last question is optional really, because you can bring the audience along with you and your struggles without providing any solutions. If you're brand new and don't have any data yet, what you can do is your market research. Thus, watch 5 to 10 creators in your niche. Note what topics work, what topics could work for you, what thumbnails or titles get clicks, and understand why. Identify the gaps in the market, and what I mean by that, explore different topics that aren't talked about or aren't talked about enough. If instead you're already established in the content creator world, you need to listen to your audience. Read your own comments. What do people thank you for? What are people's questions? That's basically your niche speaking to you and requiring your attention. And then depending on the comments that you find throughout your videos, what you can do is build viewer personas. So you imagine your typical viewer as a single person. Give them a name, age, profession, one problem you can help solve, define their lifestyle and psychological factors, pains, needs, and whatever useful to you. If your YouTube channel has viewers that can clearly be defined as more than one viewer persona, so please do so. Whatever the number of viewer personas, to help you target those personas specifically every time you create a video. My tip here is you can clearly understand your audience behavior and thinking just by analyzing your analytics. For example, YouTube is very good at that, at displaying data. Look at the audience retention. And then you can go back to the moment where people left your video and see what you said and how you said it and maybe fix it. We move now into planning. The questions here are, what are your values? What do you believe in? And what do you stand for? This helps you because you want to attract the people that have more or less the same values as you. What type of content are you offering? What's special about you and what you offer? That's your value proposition. What value are you delivering people through your content? How long does it take you to draft, create, and edit content? What's the best time for you to publish your content, and so on. If you are a new content creator, your planning is actually your positioning for now, because you don't have any data to refine it yet. So what you can do is write down 3 values you believe in or you fight for. What are you passionate about? What's your hobby or what are your interests? Also, going back to the research and the facts that you collected in the analysis section, what is the gap that you identified and what is the topic that you can go deeper into compared to someone else. For the established content creator, here again, the audience is your key. What do viewers viewers associate you with? What are they telling you that you need to improve? It's up to you to understand what you can leverage, what you can improve, and what you can remove. For the quick tip here, you can use the following formula. I help who, do what, by how. It can be general for your YouTube channel, for example, or specific for a video. In this video specifically, I'm helping content creators like you understand and create their own personal branding through a clear method that is the APPA Framework. While generally with my YouTube channel, what I do is help entrepreneurs, brand designers, or just in general creatives or self-improvers by providing them with the right tools to succeed in life. We now move on to the presence. Your message, your content, your point of view. How are you communicating all of this? How do you say it? How do you want to sound? How do you show up? How do you want people to feel? Once you've done that, write exactly 3 adjectives. No more than that, no less than that. Your presence is the result of your personality plus the style of communication that you choose to adopt. Like Cody Cairo sounds sarcastic, while Vanessa Lau sounds decisive. If you are a new content creator, just ask your friends and family. Ask them how they would describe you and your personality, and what your friends and family feel when you're talking about something you're passionate about. If you are an established content creator, you guessed it, you need to listen to your audience. How do they describe your personality? What do they notice about you? What emotions do you make your viewers feel? Is it what you want? Has changing your style improved engagement, or do viewers prefer your original approach? So maybe you need to go back and fix how you present your content, or maybe it's time to change your audience. As a quick tip here, you need to create a mini presence rulebook, which again you can find in the APPA Framework plus toolkit in the description down below, but for now you can use just pen and paper. What you need to do is to write 2 things you always do or need to do or want to do, and 1 thing you never do or don't want to do or mustn't do. That will ensure that your presence is genuine but at the same time consistent throughout. As the last step ever, we are now going to talk about aesthetics. Now that we have packed our knowledge and we have decided how our mind should be perceived, now we can move on to how we want to look like. This is the last layer ever. It's not the first one, it's not the middle one, it's the last one. Visuals support your message. They do not replace it. Visuals, it's exactly like a thumbnail and actually includes it. It grabs attention for a few seconds, but then it's the video content that has to deliver and engage. The user should always receive what they click onto, what they expect, and maybe be positively surprised by it. If I click on a pixel art thumbnail of a video about games, I will be definitely disappointed if the video talks about instead finance and marketing in the video game industry, so I'll click away. Again, if you're a new content creator, you need to keep it simple, stupid. Although you've done your research and you have defined your presence and your planning, you're just testing the waters, so you're likely to change aesthetics over time. So for now, just pick 2 colors and 1 font that evoke the same emotion that you want your viewers to feel, and then focus on consistency. Your thumbnails, your video intros, your banners should all feel like they belong together to the same person, and they should all convey the same feeling that you decided previously that you want to convey. For the established content creator, analyze your visuals. Open, for example, your YouTube channel page and scan through your videos. If you divided them by topic, it's fine. And even though they were supposed to convey different emotions by topic, what you need to ask is, do they look coherent? Do they look like they belong to you? Do they reflect your planning and your presence? If you're fun but your visuals are serious and corporate, they mismatch. People will be disappointed and they will click away. The quick tip here is to think of your visuals as the frame of your content. They shouldn't outshine your message, but they should make it recognizable in a split second. If I open my YouTube feed, I have about 30 seconds or less to scan through the millions of videos that YouTube suggests me, and I need to decide which one to click on. And I am prone to clicking on one video because of the topic or because I recognize it belonging to a YouTuber I like. Now that you have your personal branding, do not forget to mark it in your free template that you can find down below, as well as the APPA toolkit if you want to dive deeper. It is truly a valuable asset, and I wouldn't miss this opportunity, also because again it's very cheap for the value that will bring you and will help you determine who you really are, why you're really here, why do you want to do this, what value you can bring people, and so on. If you stop at fonts and colors, you'll blend in. But if you create your personal branding in the right way, strategy first and visuals second, then people will actually remember you because you stand out. So if you want to understand branding the way professionals do, then hit subscribe, because next time I'll talk about the difference between branding and visual identity. And trust me, this difference will change the way you see design. Instead, if you want to see me apply this whole process step by step as a brand designer, then check out this video where I reinvent myself. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!